Good morning, everybody. So glad you decided to click on this video. This is our Sunday school video for youth on April the 5th. Let's get this going. So to kick things off, it's anxiety, it's stress, it's worry. All of these things are happening right now for so many people, if not everybody. So what can we do to combat this? What can we do to get beyond what this is creating in our household, in our life, in our daily everything? What can we do? What does the Bible say? Let's look. Scripture reading for this morning is coming out of Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 9. And I am reading from the Message version. It says, "Don't fret or worry. Instead of worrying, pray. Let petitions and praises shape your worries into prayers, letting God know your concerns. Before you know it, a sense of God's wholeness, everything coming together for good, will come and settle you down. It's wonderful what happens when Christ displaces worry at the center of your life. Summing it all up, friends, I'd say you'll do best by filling your minds and meditating on things true, noble, reputable, authentic, compelling, gracious. The best, not the worst. The beautiful, not the ugly. Things to praise, not things to curse. Put into practice what you learned from me, what you heard and saw and realized. Do that, and God, who makes everything work together, will work you into His most excellent harmonies." Come on. Come on. Listen, I've said this so many different times. There's an acronym, Yoga Whippy. I don't know if that's memorable for any of you guys, but for whatever reason it is for me. You only get out what you put in. You only get out what you put in. Cup half empty or cup half full? How do you view this situation? Most of us, I know that we look at this and we are so stressed out and we look at this as a horrible thing, which it is. But what are the brighter sides in this right now? Are there any? I hope that you can find some. Let's not focus on the negative. When we focus on the negative, it brings us down that path that much easier. It brings us into that slump that much easier. And then for whatever reason, even if we're not a negative person, we start to embrace all of those negative things. It's easy to fall into. But if you would try your best to look on the bright side, and I know that's very hard right now, but to see the good things. Again, I know that that's really hard too. But you have to find a way. You have to find that vision, or else that slump is coming. The anxiety is coming. The stress is going to overtake your life. A few months back, if you guys remember, we did a study on joy and how we tend to let certain things in our own life and our own actions steal our joy. One of those in particular that has the biggest factor on this is what our priorities are. And I know that looking at this situation, we have priorities in this situation. Our priorities are to either get up and live our life as normal as we can, or to sleep in and stay up late and snack more, which I don't know about you guys, but I've been snacking a ton. So your priorities, what are they, and what are you letting them steal from you? Here's the example. Whenever I have dinner with my children, my 4 little children, 6 and under, they're messy, and I don't love the mess. So instead of having a priority of just having and enjoying a meal together with my family, my priority becomes, I want to make sure my kids eat the food and not let it drool off of them and not let it get all over the table. Now, some parents might say, that's okay. You need to teach your kids that they need to eat normal. Maybe not with their hands, more so with a utensil. Maybe not so much all over their shirts and all over the table, and more so on the plate. And there are good things to that. But when I let my priority of trying to teach them to eat normal or like an adult, I let that get in the way of having a joyful and nice and harmonious and peaceful dinner with my family. What are your priorities, and what priorities are actually getting in the way of your joy? What priorities are actually getting in the way of you having peace? What priorities are actually causing you to have more stress or more anxiety? What can you let go of? Because that's really the question in the end. You need to let go. You need to, this is cheesy, but let go and let God. Have you heard that before? It sounds really corny, but there's something powerful in that. When I allow myself to see the big picture, and I think this really is God working in my life. My wife will say that it's her, but I'll say that it's God through her. When I let myself step back and acknowledge the fact that my kids are being kids, then I can enjoy myself and I can enjoy the dinner with my family. What do you need to let go of? This is a very interesting time that we're in. And there are so many things that will cause us stress, cause us anxiety, cause us worry. Don't let the little things add to that, and see if you can give more, if not all of it, to God. So right now, the joy that you deserve can remain in your possession. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. Don't fret or worry. Instead of worrying, pray. Here's a quick little tip. If you guys would pray while you wash your hands, 20 seconds is a typical time of the Lord's Prayer. That'll keep you clean. That'll keep you connected with God more. That'll keep all of us happy because you probably need to wash your hands more often. Stay safe. See you guys.